I am partial to the agency world because that's the environment I've grown up in. I think there is no substitute for a great agent. The agency and things like that will help a band get tours that the record company can't. I mean, the big focus of a record company, we sell records. We are not in the touring business, although we will aid you in that. Where an agency, that's their focus. That is their main job. When you say sign on with a CAA or a William Morris, well, CAA being as huge and as powerful as they are, let's say they've got Dave Matthews gearing up for a summer tour and they just signed the String Cheese incident. Well, you know what? Those two would be a perfect fit. Well, the agents are in the same family. They are doing the same tour. It's best to package that way. I personally, and it's only my personal opinion, don't think you can ever go wrong having great outside representation. It can't hurt you. It really can't. You know, if you can find an agent or somebody to help you, by all means, take advantage of it.
How can you do that?
I would think, you know, and this is going to sound as elementary as possible, but you know, I think about it. When I first started, I was an assistant. I was a mailroom guy. I started at ground zero. As an assistant, if somebody had said to me, you know what, come down and see this band. Well, it was one lesson my brother taught me when I first got in the business. My generation of guys, the same guys I started in the mailroom with, are all vice presidents at other record companies. We are all friends. So, you know what? If somebody had called me when I was an assistant, hey, I'm playing here, come down and hang out and just see it. After a while, if I believed in a project, even as an assistant, if one of my assistants came in here and said, you know what, Nick, you got to see this, you have to. I am telling you, I'm staking everything I've got at this job, you got to come down and see it. I'm going to go. So start off early, befriend everybody, because you never know who is going to take over. You know, it seems that in the music business, every 5 or 6 years, everybody switches one job to the left. So guys you didn't like are now your label presidents, and guys you loved are now the head of Clear Channel or the head of AEG, and they are all your friends. So I would think moreover than outside representation is to be friends with bands. It comes a point at a young touring act when you're playing clubs from 100 to say 500, where the label is supporting you with tour support. We're pushing, we want you to do this, we want you to do this. Well, you start to play 1,000 seats to 1,200 to 1,500, 2,000 seats. Well, all of a sudden you don't need the label support financially. You know, everybody you're friends with, everybody that as a struggling band gave you a break, you're remembering that. And you're taking the next guys along with you. I think it's almost more important to be friends with the young bands coming through town and stand by them. I mean, you'll see these pathetic rivalries at clubs. You know, dude, you're not touching my amp, you're not using my stuff. Well, gee, turns out next week that band is, you know, Dave Matthews or whatever. You were just downright rude to this band. Why on earth would they take you? Why on earth would they cut you a break? You know, a lot of the young bands are taking their friends. We don't have control over that.